so we have these wonderful behind-the-scene, crazy videos of us actually filming this movie that no one has ever seen before.
The Sound of Music is remembered for joy, music, and unforgettable faces, but time has quietly reshaped its legacy. Behind the songs and smiles are real lives that continued long after the final scene faded. Some of these actors became legends, while others remained hidden in the background, yet all left a mark on cinema. Today, we explore the cast members who are no longer with us, uncovering lesser-known stories, surprising connections, and one detail that adds a new layer to the film's history. The past still echoes, but not in the way you might expect. James Gonzalez. James Gonzalez was an American actor who appeared as a party guest in The Sound of Music. He participated in social gathering scenes, which featured the Von Trapp family. The small role of Gonzalez in the film sequence established an elegant and formal atmosphere for the party scene. His work showed how background actors bring realism to upper-class scenes in large ensemble movies. James Gonzalez began his acting career as a background actor before he landed his first significant role. He built his entertainment career through silent performance work, which he developed during the 1950s and 1960s. James Gonzalez passed away on January 25, 1971, at the age of 59. The cause of his death remains mostly unknown because people did not document his personal life, yet his short cinematic contribution still exists in film history. He is remembered as one of many dedicated actors who helped create classic films through his commitment to his work and his constant presence in movies that would be watched by future audiences. That was only the beginning. The next one takes a very different turn. Leota Richards. Leota Richards was an American actress who appeared as a party guest in The Sound of Music. She attended the Von Trapp family social event with refined elegance, which she maintained until the age of 49 in 1965. The scene's aristocratic atmosphere became more believable through Richards's brief performance. Her appearance represented countless character performers whose small contributions helped create realism and depth within large ensemble films across generations of classic cinema history. Remembered quietly today, always with grace. Leota Richards had appeared in multiple minor roles before her first major film appearance. She built her acting career through her consistent work performance and professional conduct, which she showed throughout her entire film industry career. Leota Richards passed away on February 7, 1998, at the age of 90, in Los Angeles, California. Debbie Turner. Debbie Turner is an American actress best known for her role as Marta Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. In 1965, she was only 9 years old and played the sweet and affectionate second youngest daughter of the Von Trapp family, who quickly became one of the film's most lovable child characters. Her performance stood out for its innocence and warmth, which especially showed during the scenes where Marta expressed her desire to have a mother figure. Through her soft-spoken lines and her emotional moments, Debbie created a stronger connection between the children and Maria, which made their family relationships more genuine and accessible to viewers. After the success of the film, Debbie Turner left acting to pursue another career path. She became a floral designer and appeared at fan conventions and cast reunions where she remembers her time on the iconic musical. Debbie Turner will turn 70 this year, and she still exists as one of the original cast members who has not died. She is remembered for her youthful charm and for contributing to one of the most cherished films in cinematic history, Charmian Carr. Charmian Carr became an everlasting film star through her performance as Liesl Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. She portrayed the oldest daughter of the Von Trapp family in the 1965 movie because her charming and graceful presence and ability to show emotions won over audiences during her performance of the song 16 Going on 17. Liesl's character development required Carr to show emotional understanding through her performance, which made her character's emotional understanding better. The film's main romantic moments became established through her performance, which showed how Liesl and Rolf's relationship displayed both first love and the family's innocence and their changing world. Carr developed her natural stage presence through her training in classical dance and theater before she began her acting career. After achieving major success with the film, she chose to remain away from Hollywood because she wanted to maintain her private life instead of becoming a permanent star. Charmian Carr's death happened on September 17, 2016, in Los Angeles, California, when she reached the age of 73. She passed away from frontotemporal dementia complications, which resulted in her connection to popular musical films that created her enduring legacy. Eleanor Parker. Eleanor Parker was a distinguished Hollywood actress best known for her role as the elegant Baroness Elsa Schrader in The Sound of Music. In 1965, when she appeared in the film, she was 43 years old and already an established star. She brought sophistication, emotional depth, and quiet strength to the character who stood between Maria and Captain Von Trapp, creating one of the most memorable love triangles in classic cinema. Her portrayal of the Baroness was subtle, yet powerful, presenting a woman of grace and dignity who ultimately recognizes that she cannot compete with genuine love. Rather than portraying a simple rival, Parker gave the character emotional intelligence and restraint, making her decision to step aside both mature and deeply human. This added realism to the story and prevented the character from becoming a typical villain. Beyond this iconic role, Eleanor Parker had a long and successful career in Hollywood. She earned 3 Academy Award nominations for her performances in Caged, Detective Story, and Interrupted Melody. She appeared in a wide range of films, from romantic dramas to suspense thrillers, proving her versatility and ability to adapt to different genres. Eleanor Parker passed away on December 9, 2013, at the age of 91 in Palm Springs, California. Her death was caused by complications from pneumonia. She is remembered as one of classic Hollywood's most graceful and intelligent actresses, whose talent brought depth and emotional truth to every role she portrayed. Portia Nelson. Portia Nelson was a talented actress, singer, and writer best remembered for her role as Sister Bertha in The Sound of Music. In 1965, she was 45 years old and portrayed one of the stricter nuns at the Abbey. Her performance created humorous moments, which showed different ways to react to conventional scenes through her skeptical view of Maria's non-traditional behavior. The brief screen time that Nelson had in her role enabled her to create a powerful impact, which determined how the nuns would interact with each other throughout the scene. The actress Portia Nelson worked in multiple fields, which included her performances on stage and her work in television and movies. She was also known for her work as a playwright and motivational writer, later gaining recognition for her inspirational book and public speaking. She combined her life experiences, which she used to teach people through humor, with her deep understanding of personal development to teach through her storytelling and lectures, which included her reflective studies. Portia Nelson passed away on March 6, 2001, at the age of 80 in New York City. The cause of her death was cancer-related complications, and people associate her name with her artistic abilities, her intellectual humor, and her essential work in the field of entertainment. Modern audiences still experience the ongoing effects of her work. Peggy Wood. Peggy Wood was an American actress and singer who gained recognition through her role as Mother Abbess in The Sound of Music. She played the role at the age of 73 when she used her warm presence and strong authority to guide Maria through her personal journey. Her performance reached its peak during the powerful song "Climb Every Mountain," which she used to deliver a message about faith, courage, and perseverance. Wood delivered an inspirational performance in the scene, which required her to act because her singing voice had been replaced with another singer. Peggy Wood had a successful career in theater, radio, and film before she took on this particular role, which included Broadway shows and dramatic performances. Her dignified presence enabled her to perform maternal and leadership roles with genuine authenticity and graceful elegance. Peggy Wood passed away in Stamford, Connecticut on March 18, 1978. At the age of 86. A stroke led to her death. She continues to be remembered throughout classic cinema and musical history as a symbol of wisdom and spiritual strength, which audiences worldwide have admired for generations. Christopher Plummer. The Canadian actor Christopher Plummer became famous for his role as Captain Georg von Trapp in The Sound of Music. In 1965, he was 36 years old and played the strict yet loving father of 7 children, a role that became one of the most iconic performances of his career. The movie showed his character changing from a controlled naval officer into a father who showed love and compassion. Through music and love, Captain von Trapp reconnects with his family, and Plummer's performance gave the story depth, sincerity, and powerful emotional resonance. The acting career of Christopher Plummer began after he completed this particular role, and continued for more than 6 decades. He worked in numerous stage performances, movies, and TV shows, and received critical acclaim, which resulted in multiple honors, including an Academy Award for the exceptional acting skills he demonstrated throughout his career. Christopher Plummer passed away on February 5, 2021, at the age of 91 in Connecticut, United States. His death resulted from complications that arose after he suffered a head injury from a fall. He is remembered as one of the most respected and versatile actors in cinema history. Doris Lloyd. Doris Lloyd was a British-born actress remembered for her role as Baroness Eberfeld in The Sound of Music. The film showed her character as an upper-class European guest who attended the Von Trapp family's luxurious party because she was 69 years old. Lloyd enhanced the social scenes through her brief role, which brought genuine authenticity and appealing charm to the film. The aristocratic world of Captain Von Trapp, which Maria later introduced to the family, served as the basis for her character's aristocratic depiction. Doris Lloyd had an extensive and successful theater and Hollywood film career before she joined the movie industry. She achieved fame through her performances as noble older women who held authority in traditional movies, especially when she played mothers, aunts, and aristocrats with elegant control. Doris Lloyd passed away on May 21, 1968, at the age of 71 in Santa Barbara, California. Natural causes brought about her death. The actress built a lasting legacy through her consistent acting career, which included both classic film and stage performances. Richard Haydn. Richard Haydn was an English actor best known for his role as Max Detweiler in The Sound of Music. He played a charming and humorous music promoter who helped the Von Trapp family perform. Their performance added comedic relief to the narrative. The character used intelligent dialogue and energetic sarcasm to create comic relief throughout the performance. Max's friendly nature created a balance between the film's emotional scenes, while Haydn delivered an entertaining performance that viewers still remember, which did not involve him playing a main character. Richard Haydn began his famous role after he had established a successful career in both British and American films. The actor gained recognition for his ability to portray bizarre and comedic roles through his exceptional voice skills, precise timing, and theatrical performance methods, which he showcased in numerous films and stage productions. Richard Haydn passed away on April 25, 1985, at the age of 80 in Los Angeles, California. A heart attack caused his death. The audience remembers him for delivering humorous performances that brought charm and personality to classic films. His performances in comedy and drama create permanent effects on the entertainment industry. Joan Winfield. Joan Winfield was a pioneering American actress from the silent film era who later appeared as a party guest in The Sound of Music. In 1965, she was 78 years old, making her one of the oldest cast members involved in the film's production. Her presence connected 2 very different generations of cinema, from the earliest days of film to one of the most famous musicals of all time. Although her role was brief, her appearance carried special meaning. Winfield represented a living link to early Hollywood, having started her career decades before sound films became the norm. Her inclusion in the elegant party scenes added a quiet layer of history, even if most viewers never realized her remarkable background. Joan Winfield had appeared in numerous films during the silent era, often playing youthful and dramatic roles before gradually transitioning into character and background parts as the industry evolved. She maintained her career in show business throughout multiple decades because she demonstrated her dedication to work, her ability to adjust to changing times, and her enduring love for the performing arts. Joan Winfield passed away on November 9, 1977, at the age of 90 in Woodland Hills, California. Her death occurred because of natural causes. She is remembered as a symbol of Hollywood's early days and as a performer whose career spanned one of the most transformative periods in film history, from silent screens to major sound productions. You might want to pause for this one, because what comes next is unexpected. Gertrude Astor. Gertrude Astor became the first American actress to showcase her talent by playing a party guest role in The Sound of Music. The film shows her character as the oldest performer because she was born in 1887 and she appeared in the movie at age 78. The main character used her presence to create a sophisticated atmosphere which reflected traditional values during social events with high social status. Astor used her short performance to connect audiences with Hollywood's foundational period, which existed before 1929. Her acting career began when she worked in silent films because she appeared in multiple silent film projects that showcased her attractive appearance, graceful movement, and powerful acting abilities. Gertrude Astor maintained her acting career from film through television until she began taking small roles while working full-time in show business. The industry recognized her as a versatile actress because she mastered multiple cinematic techniques that existed throughout her entire career from 1927 until her death. Gertrude Astor died at 90 years old on November 9, 1977, in Woodland Hills, California. The reason for her death was natural causes. She is remembered as a trailblazing actress whose career lasted multiple decades and who embodied the rich heritage of classic Hollywood movies. Heather Menzies. Heather Menzies was a Canadian actress best known for portraying Louisa Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. At 16 years old, she played the role of the second oldest daughter of the Von Trapp family, who showed mischievous and playful behavior in The Sound of Music. The character of Louisa brought comedic relief through her youthful vitality, who played with her siblings while she needed their love and recognition. Heather Menzies constructed a performance that displayed both charming qualities and relatable traits, which appealed to viewers from different age groups. The film achieved success, which led Heather to continue her acting career through television shows and movies between the late 1960s and 1970s. Her most famous role in the classic musical stayed with her even after she left Hollywood behind. Heather Menzies died on December 24, 2017, at the age of 68 in Frankfurt, Ontario, Canada. 1 month after her brain cancer diagnosis, she passed away. She is remembered for her warmth, youthful charm, and lasting contribution to one of cinema's most beloved films, Ben Wright. Ben Wright was a British actor, best known for portraying Herr Zeller in The Sound of Music. The actor who portrayed the Nazi official who monitored the Von Trapp family moved from his role at 50 years because he played a character who used intimidation to control his environment. The character of the story functioned as a main tension element, which endangered both the family members' ability to move freely and their protection from harm. The serious facial expression and commanding body language of Wright created an authentic representation of Herr Zeller, which strengthened the film's dramatic sequences through his performance. Ben Wright established himself as a professional performer before he began his current job. He achieved stardom because of his voice performances in animated films and his villain roles, which required him to use his deep voice for character domination. Ben Wright passed away on July 2, 1989, at the age of 74 in Burbank, California. His death resulted from surgical procedure complications. He gained recognition for his strong presence on screen and his ability to create unforgettable performances in essential film and television shows. Monty O'Grady. Monty O'Grady was an American actor who appeared as a party guest in The Sound of Music. At the age of 54, Monty O'Grady had already completed his first 5 decades of work in show business since he began performing as a child actor during the silent film era. His small film role demonstrated Hollywood's historical development through the combination of performers from different time periods. His participation in the formal party scene established genuine social behavior that existed among the Von Trapp family members. O'Grady started his career as an actor in silent movies, before he started performing in supporting parts when the film industry started to develop into its current form. He gained recognition for his work in various productions, where he maintained his connection to acting even after his main acting career ended. Monty O'Grady passed away on March 8, 2000, at the age of 84, in Los Angeles, California. His death occurred because of natural health reasons. He stands as a connection between early silent film and contemporary cinema, being part of a generation that built the essential elements of Hollywood. Anna Lee. British actress Anna Lee became famous for her performance as Sister Margareta in The Sound of Music. She played a nun role who showed kindness to Maria while she struggled with her problems at the Abbey when she turned 52 in 1965. The character brought emotional warmth to the plot because she functioned as a soft-spoken character who interacted with the other nuns. Anna Lee used her peaceful demeanor and quiet facial expressions to create a supportive space, which helped Maria pursue her personal desires. The actress Anna Lee established her professional career before she appeared in her first movie, because she worked in both the British and American film industries. She spent more than 3 decades working in theatrical productions, which brought her public recognition as an actress who dedicated herself to her stage performances. Anna Lee passed away on May 14, 2004, at the age of 91 in Beverly Hills, California. She died from pneumonia. The actress spent multiple years in a wheelchair because of major injuries that she sustained during a car accident in 1981. But people continued to respect her for her strong will and her permanent effect on show business. Norma Varden. The British actress Norma Varden became famous for her role as Fräulein Schmidt in The Sound of Music. In 1965, she was 67 years old and played the Von Trapp family's efficient yet warm-hearted housekeeper, bringing a balance of discipline and kindness to the household. The two sides of strict Captain Von Trapp and lively children found their vital link through her character. The family needed Fräulein Schmidt because her practical approach with understated humor created essential daily life support for their emotional needs throughout the story. Theatrical performances and British film work established Norma Varden as a successful actress before she made her appearance in the movie. She specialized in portraying mature, intelligent women through her supporting roles, which required her to maintain emotional restraint while developing complex characters. On January 19, 1989, Norma Varden died at 90 years old in Santa Barbara, California. Heart failure caused her death. She is remembered for her understated performances, which provided classic films with warmth, realism, and a dignified presence. Frank Baker. Frank Baker was a British-born actor who appeared as a party guest in The Sound of Music. He attended Von Trapp family events, which displayed their high-class social life to viewers in the movie. The entire lifetime of Baker was dedicated to his profession as an actor, which he practiced through multiple character performances until his retirement. He appeared in westerns and classic Hollywood films, where he typically played supporting roles as townspeople, officials, or distinguished older gentlemen. Frank Baker established himself as a reliable actor throughout his entire career, which included supporting roles in multiple projects. He performed mainly in small parts, yet his various work projects helped him create real character growth for supporting roles, which improved the storytelling experience. Frank Baker passed away at Woodland Hills, California, on December 30, 1980, when he reached the age of 88. His passing resulted from natural causes. He spent his entire acting career performing character roles, which helped create essential elements for Hollywood's golden age that produced numerous timeless films. Dwayne Chase. Dwayne Chase is an American former actor, best known for portraying Kurt Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. In 1965, he was 15 years old and played the cheerful and playful fourth child of the Von Trapp family, bringing humor, energy, and youthful enthusiasm to the film. The character of his role became famous because he used playful teasing in his role, and he performed musical numbers with his brothers and sisters. The lively personality of Kurt created balance within the story's emotional core because it provided entertaining moments, which strengthened the authentic family relationships that viewers saw on screen. After the film's success, Dwayne Chase stepped away from acting and chose a completely different career path. He became a scientist after completing his higher education studies and earning his geological degrees before teaching and conducting research work in the scientific field. Dwayne Chase has reached the age of 74 as of 2026, and he continues to be among the original cast members who are still alive. He appears at reunion events and conducts interviews to share his thoughts about his youth in acting and his transition from Hollywood to academic life. Angela Cartwright. Angela Cartwright is a British-American actress, best known for her role as Brigitte Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. At the age of 13, she portrayed the fifth Von Trapp child, who displayed intelligence and keen observation skills while using her truthful nature to provide insight into her family members. Her character showed distinctiveness through her ability to think deeply and experience emotional states, especially during scenes where Brigitte shared her emotional response to family transformations. Through her performance, Angela achieved an advanced level of maturity that contributed to the emotional authenticity of the children who interacted with Maria and their father. Angela Cartwright achieved professional success through her work on projects that extended beyond her well-known performance. Her performances in successful productions established her as an artist and photographer who demonstrated exceptional creative skills while maintaining her dedication to artistic expression. As of 2026, Angela Cartwright remains active in cast reunions and fan gatherings. Through her emotionally powerful performance, she achieved recognition for creating everlasting sentimental depth, which became one of the most beloved family films in cinematic history. Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews established her reputation as a legendary British actress and singer who achieved worldwide fame through her role as Maria in The Sound of Music. In 1965, she was 30 years old and played the free-spirited governess who transforms the Von Trapp household through music, kindness, and emotional warmth. Her performance became one of the most iconic in film history. Through her songs, Do Re Mi and My Favorite Things, she brought joy to the story while showing her innocent and truthful nature. The film centers on Maria's bond with the children whom she cares for, and Captain Von Trapp, who makes her performance in the film unforgettable. Julie Andrews maintained an extraordinary professional life in musical theater and film through her entire career, both prior to and following this particular performance. She achieved international recognition through her lead roles in various major productions because of her powerful singing voice, graceful stage presence, and her ability to portray characters who balance strength with gentleness. Julie Andrews will reach 91 years of age in 2026, yet she remains a cherished entertainment figure. Her films continue to influence people despite her retirement from public performance. She stands among the greatest performers in history, whose work created an enduring impact that shaped multiple generations of viewers. Kim Carath. Kim Carath is an American actress best known for portraying Gretel Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. She began her acting career at the age of 7 when she performed in 1965. Because her performance showed she could portray the youngest Von Trapp family member through her cute and innocent screen presence. Her character spent most of her time watching her older siblings, which created tender moments that brought warmth to all family scenes. Gretel's gentle personality helped emphasize the emotional core of the film, which showed from her role as pure childhood innocence that represented the delicate state of the Von Trapp children during dangerous times. Kim Carath worked on several television and film projects after her successful film career. She chose to leave Hollywood because she wanted to achieve her personal goals and focus on her advocacy work, which she did without acting. We saved this one for last, and there's a reason it stands above the rest. Marni Nixon. Marni Nixon was a talented American actress and singer who appeared as Sister Sophia in The Sound of Music. In 1965, she was 35 years old and played one of the kind-hearted nuns at the Abbey, contributing to the warmth and harmony of the convent scenes. The film showed her character because she had a tiny role, but her performance brought both musicality and charm to the production. The nuns formed a choir with her exceptional singing ability, which created uplifting spiritual music that became essential to the story's most important scenes. Marni Nixon established herself as a popular ghost singer who worked on multiple Hollywood projects outside of this film. She used her singing skills to produce vocal performances, which she created for prominent actresses in major musical films, while working on numerous classic movies, for which she did not receive credit. Marni Nixon died on July 24, 2016, at the age of 86 in New York City. Breast cancer caused her death. She is remembered not only for her acting, but also for shaping the sound of musical cinema through her remarkable voice and enduring legacy. As we look back on these lives, it's clear that The Sound of Music was more than just a film. It was a moment in time shaped by people whose stories extended far beyond the screen. Some were stars, others worked quietly in the background, but each one played a role in creating something truly timeless. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories like this. And make sure to watch the next video on your screen. There's another fascinating story waiting for you.